Okay, so for today's video ay pag-uusapan natin ang tinatawag nating general spandrel. So ang figure po ng general spandrel ay ito po, no? Na kung saan ay meron siyang iba't ibang degrees, no? Ng kanyang end po. And if the degree of the general spandrel is 0 degree, magiging rectangle po siya. Kung first degree naman po ay triangle, then kung second degree ay parabola, and pagka third degree is cubic. So to generalize, if that is nth degree, so ito po yung magiging figure niya. Magkakaroon po ng constant k na kung saan ay merong constant po bago po magkaroon ng x raised to n, no? Kasi sa ating mga equation, maraming values or iba-iba yung values na pwedeng nakalagay dyan sa ating equation, no? And that is y is equal to x raised to n. If we will consider that this is the x axis and this is the y axis sa ating Cartesian plane. So to generalize the formula at para malaman natin yung formula, we can check it by identifying the area ng bawat degrees, no? So ang area po ng ating rectangular ay base times height. Pagka triangular load naman po ay magiging 1/2 base times height. Pagka second degree magiging 1/3 base times height. Tapos pagka third degree 1/4 base times height. Then may mapapansin po tayong pattern dyan. Kapag 0 degree siya, parang naging 1/1 yan, no? O, kaya hindi na sinulat yung value dito, no? Kasi base times height na lang siya. So pagka first degree, 1/2. Pagka second degree, 1/3. Pagka third degree, 1/4. So ano po yung pattern na mapapansin natin dito sa area ng general spandrel? So if that is nth degree, the area of the general spandrel is so ano napapansin nyo, nag-increase ng 1 yung denominator, no? Pagka second degree, nagiging third. Pagka third, nagiging fourth. So that is 1 over, this is n. Yan yung nth degree natin. So nag-a-add lang tayo lagi ng 1, no? So that is 1 over n plus 1 base times height. Okay? So for the centroid naman po, so centroid x on the right, so ibig sabihin yung distance mo mula sa right hanggang doon sa kanyang centroid, that is b over 2. Kapag dito naman po, or mula doon sa highest intensity ng ating triangular load, that x sub r is b over 3. Dito naman po ay x over 4, then x over 5. To generalize this, ano naman po yung napansin natin? So nagdadagdag tayo ng degree natin ng 2 sa kada denominator. So ang mangyayari po dito ay 1 over n plus 2 ng ating base, no? And for the x on the left, so syempre kung ano yung matitira na distance, yun po yung x on the left na centroid natin. So 1/2 may matitirang 1/2. So 1/3 may matitirang 2/3 ng base, no? So yun po yung distance ng x on the left. So kung may 1/4 dito, may matitirang 3/4 on the left. Then dito naman, kung may 1/5, may matitira naman pong 4/5. So to generalize also the formula, same lang naman na over n plus 2 to. Yun nga lang, yung nasa numerator na formula natin dyan, dahil yung 5 naging 4, yung 4 naging 3. If that is n plus 2, dito naman po ay n plus 1. Okay? Tapos multiply by the base. Okay, so this is now the formula kapag tayo po ay merong general spandrel. This is the formula for the area, and this is now the formula para sa centroid naman po ng ating general spandrel. And we can prove this formula through the integral calculus. So pwede po tayong gumamit ng integral calculus para mapatunayan na ito rin po talaga ang formula ng ating general spandrel. So kung maalala po natin, if we have here the x and y axis, then this is now the general spandrel na kung saan ay meron po siyang formula na y is equal to kx raised to n. So, dapat yung constant k ay matanggal. No? Let's say this is distance b and h. No? And that point, yung dito po, ay ang coordinates nito sa Cartesian is b, h. So para matanggal po natin yung constant k, substitute natin sa x and y coordinates. So y is equal to kx raised to n. So at point b and h. So this is x and this is y axis. So substitute y equal to h is equal to k. How about the value of x? That is b raised to n. So that k now is equal to h over b raised to n. So this value of k, yan na po yung magiging value dito ng ating equation. No? So that equation now is equal to y is equal to h over b raised to n x raised to n. Okay, kung maalala natin sa integral calculus, para makompute natin yung area ng ating area bounded by the curve, so ang kailangan po natin gawin ay computein natin yung area ng strip, no? Tapos palakarin na lang natin yung strip doon sa kanyang limit, no? So sa differential calculus, this distance is the differential of x or dx. So napaka-liit na value ng x, kaya siya po ay dx or differential of x. And the height of the strip is always y. Basta po ang reference natin ay nandun sa x-axis. So meaning, the area of the spandrel is integral of y dx, no? Bakit y dx? That is the base times height po nung ating strip. Then, hindi lang naman dyan umiikot yung area po ng ating kinocompute na spandrel, no? Maglalakad po yan or yung strip natin ay dapat mag-i-start mula dito sa 0 hanggang makarating po yan doon sa distance. Ano po bang distance to? This is distance b. So from 0 to b. So substitute natin yung value ng y. Since itong h over bn ay constant naman, pwede na po natin yang ihiwalay, no? So that is h over bn, b raised to n, integral of x raised to n dx. Then the limit is from 0 to b. So area is equal to h over b raised to n, x raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1. Okay? Then substitute the limit from 0 to b. So that will give us area is h over b raised to n. Tapos ito po multiply by yung b raised to n plus 1 is just the same as b raised to n times b raised to 1. Okay? So properties of exponent, kapag multiply na same ang base, magiging b raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1. So therefore, may mapapansin po tayo na magka-cancel dito yung b raised to n. And the area of this spandrel will give us base times height, or yung ating constant value is 1 over n plus 1. Tapos, multiply by base times height. So this is now the area of the general spandrel, which is yun rin po yung nakasulat dito, no? So how about the centroid naman po? Kung gusto naman nating malaman ng centroid, ito pa rin po yung gagamitin nating working equation. But if we try to solve for the x bar, that is just equal to area x bar over area, no? Kumbaga, kukumputin natin yung area ng ating spandrel multiply by the x distance. Okay, so let's try to compute for the centroid. So para ma-compute natin yung ax bar ng ating figure, so that is the distance of the strip hanggang doon sa ating y-axis. No? So that is distance x. So that is x times yung area naman po. So ito yung x na yon, then yung area is y dx. And again, saan na equal yung y? Sa h over b raised to n times x raised to n. So ihiwalay lang rin natin yung ating, so magiging ganito siya, x tapos h over b raised to n, x raised to n dx. Okay, so ganyan yan. Then ang limit pa rin po ay from 0 to b, 0 to b, area x bar. Okay, so para masolve po natin ito, so mas madali kung yung constant natin ay ihiwalay natin, which is yung h over b raised to n. So integral of x, so 0 to b. So meron tayong x raised to 1 dito, tapos may x raised to n dyan. So applying the properties of the exponent, kapag same base, magpa-plus lang po yung kanyang exponent. So x, we can simply write this as x plus 1, x raised to n plus 1 dx. So area x bar now is equal to h over b raised to n, x raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus 1. No? Then the limit from 0 to b. Okay, so recall lang natin, no, ang integral ng x raised to n dx is x raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1. Kaya ito yung n natin, nag plus 1 tayo, n plus 1. No? Okay, so to simplify this further, so ang area x bar po natin ay h over b raised to n multiply by x, palitan na po natin ang b raised to n plus 2 over n plus 2. So this will be h over b raised to n multiplied by b raised to n times b squared over n plus 2. So mapapansin po natin magka-cancel yung b raised to n, and ang magiging value ng ating ax bar is ano po? So dito ko na isulat, ang ax bar po natin is just equal to b squared h, or that is 1 over, yung constant mo na 1 over n plus 2 multiply by b squared h. So yan na po yung magiging value ng ating ax bar, no? Okay? So to further solve this centroid, ang kailangan po natin gawin, apply natin itong formula. So meron tayong x bar is just equal to ax bar over area. So ang x bar po natin, ano yung area ng x bar natin? So 1 over n plus 2 b squared h. So all over, yung area naman po is 1 over n plus 1 base times height. So to solve the x bar, and kung maalala na, kung makikita natin ang x bar po natin dito, yan po yung ating x sa left or right. So x on the right distance, ito po yan, no? So x sub r. So that is x sub r na ginamit natin, no? So x sub r or x bar is equal to simplify this, so that is 1 over n plus 2 b squared h multiply, take the reciprocal of the denominator po, no? So the reciprocal is n plus 1. So we have n plus 1 over bh. So magka-cancel po yung h dito, tapos naka-squared yung isang b doon, magka-cancel yung squared, may matitirang isa. Tapos ang x bar natin or yung ating x on the right is unahin po natin yung constant n plus 1 over n plus 2 multiply by base times height. At ito rin po yung formula na sinulat natin dito para sa centroid ng ating general spandrel. So, again, for today's video ay napakita natin yung area at centroid ng spandrel by pattern and at the same time by using the integral calculus. I hope you learned from this video and thank you for watching.